What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of you for Bleach: The Thousand Year Blood War. This is episode 33, and with me, as always, I have Blue Spade.
Yeah. So we got all the majority of the of the Soul Reapers that have gone up to Yuhaba's like new palace. He calls it uh Warwelt. That's
Something like that,
yeah.
yeah.
Unless someone can really give like a more proper pronunciation of that palace. Yeah. Um so yeah, like who else is up there? I think
Well, pretty much all the captains and lieutenants are up there, along with the
yeah.
Vizards.
I think
Like the some of the other members of the Stern Ritter that defected.
yeah.
But they decide to basically a lot of the characters, like, they decide to kind of split up and go in different directions.
Yeah.
The other Stern Ritter, like Basby, and
Little Toto and Giselle.
Little Toto, Giselle, like they stay behind because they say to to Shinsui, we don't take orders from you. So they kind of just have their own agenda. So they split up from them, and it seems like right now they're just kind of watching things unfold.
Yeah.
Where everybody else is just kind of involved. I thought in this episode they were all going to kind of get involved in their own fights. But it doesn't really play out that way. Like, one of these Stern Ritter, like the sniper, he just kind of, like, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think he'd be able to so easily just kind of, snipe all the characters he ends up shooting.
Yeah, he just picks them off one by one.
I mean, obviously, I don't think some of them are dead, but some of them are, get pretty messed up. I mean, especially, like, I didn't expect Yasane to get sniped like that. So I mean, obviously I don't think she's dead either, but I'm wondering how they're gonna deal with this guy. That now that he's kind of just, like a sniper, he's in the sniping position. So I'm wondering how they're gonna get up to him and try to stop him, or how they're gonna deal with him.
Yeah.
Because they're all kind of sitting ducks right now with them, like, at least that group of Shinigami.
Yeah.
They're just kind of all exposed.
Yeah. And so we go back to Ichigo's group, who are running towards the palace, and of course the first major Stern Ritter they come up against is Askin, and of course the first person in the group that decides to go after him is, of course, Grimmjow, who immediately just runs off to immediately attacks him, but
and he falls for kind of a stupid trap. To be honest,
Askin just runs away from Grimmjow for the majority of that time, and then Grimmjow just chases after him, and like you said, he falls for like just a stupid trap by this guy, and like by basically just throwing him like a giant poisonous ball that Grimmjow just blatantly attacks, and then gets himself paralyzed over something so stupid. Before Ichigo,
I was a little bit disappointed. I was expecting Grimmjow to kind of go to town on this guy. I mean, I honestly, like, I wasn't sure how it was going to play out. I mean, I wouldn't really assume that Askin is as powerful as Grimmjow, so I was kind of expecting Grimmjow to get the upper hand in whatever fight they were going to get involved with. But that doesn't even happen. He immediately, like, falls for that trap and got paralyzed. And I thought he would have some way out of it, but it doesn't seem like he did. He's completely helpless right now.
Yeah, and until Ichigo decides to step in and help him out, which in and of itself, it's incredibly humiliating for Grimmjow, for someone like Ichigo to save him, considering that Grimmjow is dead set on him.
I mean, another disappointing aspect of it is, like, I'd assume that Grimmjow has been training this whole time and he's probably gotten stronger. I wanted to see what he was capable of, but we don't even get that. He's immediately out. So yeah, that was disappointing. Obviously, I think he's going to come back from it, but I was not expecting that.
Yeah. But of course, the main event of this episode is, of course, the fight between Renji and Uryu. Which overall it's very well done, and Renji, of course,
I can't say I was expecting that either. So, like, the level of animation that we got with that fight.
Yeah, I mean, Renji, of course, goes all out against Uryu. And of course, like, Renji, like, same way as Ichigo, like, tries to inquire, like, why Uryu would want to side with the enemy, but of course, Uryu, gives the exact same reasons he gave to Ichigo. So Renji unleashes his true Bankai form. Um, I forgot what facility that
It was like Ozabimaru or something like that.
Ozabimaru, yeah. So he manages to land some good shots against Uryu, but of course Uryu with the help of Yuhaba's I guess whatever he
It was the
provides.
Volster and Ditch or something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
he uses the same abilities he used to defeat Ichigo, and which eventually just overwhelms Renji to the point where I guess it completely diminishes his Bankai, um, to the point where Renji just
I
like yeah Renji he just like
he had the opportunity to kill him at one point, but he held back and didn't do it. And
yeah
of course, that kind of cost him.
yeah Uryu calls Renji out that that his hesitation really cost him the fight. So Uryu like uses his like his new ability to just pretty much just shoot Renji through the chest, even though Renji um tries.
Like he like drains his reishi from him,
Yeah,
so he can't like use his Bankai as effectively.
yeah. So Renji like he uses what's left of his Bankai to shoot his Hikotsu Taiho against Renji, but of course to no avail. Renji's shot is more powerful than whatever power is left is of Renji's Bankai, and it just shoots him through the chest.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's kind of crazy thinking how powerful Uryu is at this point in the series, considering like in the very beginning of the series, he like right before the Soul Society arc, Renji was, or I think, well, either Renji or Byakuya was like one of the people that just cut Uryu down when he tried to stop them. And he didn't really put up a fight at all. But now he's easily able to just kill Renji if he wants to.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I mean, I guess it was a decent episode. It's just like my main negative is of course the whole Grimmjow. I don't really consider it a fight, considering that how Grimmjow is just easily gets himself suckered in like that. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, Grimmjow has always kind of been like a hothead. Like he doesn't really think before he does things sometimes. So I mean, I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like I wouldn't think he would be that stupid to fall for something like that. But I guess I don't know. I guess not. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you're a Grimmjow fan, yeah, you're going to be a little bit disappointed. Like after he made that big entrance in the last episode, and then in this one he just gets taken out.
yeah. I mean, we'll have to see where it goes from here. But yeah, he's pretty much dealt himself like a big humiliation by allowing Ichigo to save his ass at the last second.
Yeah, so I guess he pretty much owes Ichigo, so he's gonna put off killing him for probably some more.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, definitely can't. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to what's gonna happen next week. I mean, what the other Soul Reapers are gonna end up, how they're gonna end up dealing with one of the Stern, that Stern Ritter sniper, or whoever that guy is.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a great episode. I mean, it really just shows how great the animation was. I mean, we've seen instances of that already, but I honestly I wasn't really like too keen on I guess a remake of the original series, but after I've seen that like the anniversary video they put out, and also having seen like a lot of fight scenes in Thousand Year Blood War, I really I kind of want it now, to be honest. I mean, the fight scenes in the original are not bad by any means, but if you see the fight scenes in this, it really, you really just want that level of animation, for certain points of the original series.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I can only imagine how much crazier those fights would have been if they would have been, animated this way, and especially without all the filler. And also if it were uncensored too, like how this is. But I'd be fine if we never got it. I mean, I'm not. I'm not really saying we definitely need a remake, but it would definitely be nice if we got one. But yeah, I mean, so far I'm just enjoying the way that this is being done, especially considering they're adding stuff that wasn't in the original manga. So I mean, and also since Kubo is directly involved, it's not something that they're just kind of pulling out of their ass. This is something that Kubo himself is coming up with, to add to the story. So yeah, but yeah, I guess that all being said, until next time, we will see you all later.